So I think the most important thing to understand on 5G and 4G, that fundamentally from a health perspective and from an RF perspective, it's no different than 4G, 3G, and the 2G networks that came before it. The FCC recently, on a unanimous and a bipartisan basis, said it has, after studying this issue, said it doesn't need to change any of its existing exposure rules that have been in place for generations. So I think, to be frank, that a lot of the concerns about safety in 5G are just not warranted.
Hey, we'll talk to you after, okay? Can you talk about the actual physical things that AT&T has to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to. So we have already started to undertake some testing along the line. We've done rides with equipment along the line to understand sort of where are the dead spots, what needs to be fixed and where. That enabled us to generate some 6,000 individual data points on each of those trips that we did, and then to take that and lay in, do an overlay of a map to figure out where do we need to build new nodes and new small cell nodes. And really what those are from an infrastructure perspective is a small cell, some fiber optics that run to that small cell, as well as commercial electric power. And they'll generally be mounted on small poles along the rail line. In some cases, they may be mounted on a rooftop at a train station like this one, for example. It's one of the things we need to work out with DOT, and that process is ongoing right now.
What's the ballpark cost?
It's a multi-million-dollar investment on our part. I can't tell you on what the specific number is, just because it's proprietary, but it is a multi-million-dollar incremental investment we'll be making here as a result. AT&T isn't funding it entirely. There's no tax money being used here at all. This is 100% investment being made by AT&T.
So the public-private partnership, the public partnership that's getting you access to...
Correct, exactly. There's no cost here to the state. What the state's role here is giving us access to that right away and doing it in a way, frankly, in a business-friendly way, right? Working with us in a cooperative manner to make the investment possible.
And the nodes are going to be up to like 30 feet up, or how?
Typically, they're around 30 feet in height. Yeah, it'll depend on the topography of the rail line in the specific area. You know, if you rode the line, you know there's some places there's earth and berm on both sides of the rail line, which is one of the things that has made sighting and service on the rail line so difficult to a challenge over the years.
And what's the ballpark? How far out is 5G realistically?
So we've actually launched 5G here in southwestern Connecticut already. So that service is on and operating today. We will expand it into other parts of Connecticut in the coming months. I think the nodes that we are building as part of this project are all 5G ready. So they'll launch with 4G and will be transitioned to 5G, I would imagine, relatively quickly. They all are upgradable by software as well, too. So there's no additional infrastructure that will need to be put in.
Relatively quickly is what? Within a couple of years?
I'm sorry.
Within a couple of years is quickly?
For this specific project, we're hopeful we can maybe...
For 5G.
5G is on air today. It is on air in southwestern Connecticut today. Southwestern Connecticut, from Greenwich to Bridgeport.
On the line?
On all of the nodes along here, 5G is already lit up.